And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to DJ Kurt Entertainment. DJ Kurt's video venue review today coming to you from the incomparable St. Clements Castle, located here in beautiful Portland, Connecticut. It is the day before Easter, March 31st, 2018. Weather-wise, a pleasant day, pushing 60. Sun is out, but enough about the weather report. Let's see what St. Clements has to offer. So when you first arrive at St. Clements Castle, you go through these nice iron gates. Off to your right is the sunken garden, where oftentimes they'll have ceremonies there. I've done ceremonies there a number of times. And then, of course, the castle itself. Now, all the way down there, that opens up into a courtyard where oftentimes you'll have cocktail hour, depending on your room and what the availability is and so on. Zooming back out. Main entrance is right there. So when you arrive at St. Clements, gosh knows there's ample parking. From my vantage point, you really can't see much of it. It's all covered with the arborvitaes. In any case, this is main entrance where we are now. It has multiple outlets. There's the I think it's the Prince Edward Room, which is where our ceremony is today. I believe we are the only event happening today, not surprising, day before Easter. The Waterford Room, which is the original part of St. Clements Castle, which is everybody's favorite room, and you'll see why. And the Prince Edward Room, I believe, can be divided up or subdivided into two separate rooms or one large ballroom. So, and plenty of open space all around. Outside lovely gardens, beautiful setting. Inside, big wide foyers, comfortable seating throughout. So, let's go check it out. As we are in the Waterford Ballroom today, we might as well follow the signs and see where they lead us. Some interesting artwork here. And just to give you an overview of the building itself, really quite lovely for pictures. Not really sure what that is, but it's attractive. Turrets, several turrets throughout. Lovely gardens. And when you walk through this alcove, I've done a ceremony in this courtyard. I've also supplied music for cocktail hour in this courtyard. Today's almost nice enough that you could do cocktail hour out here. However, our couple decided or opted to keep it indoors. And off this courtyard is the back end of the Waterford Room, which is where we will be at today. And we'll go take a look at that just in a moment. But just looking out at the view here, overlooking the Connecticut River, absolutely stunning. I've also done ceremonies where they've been out on this great lawn. I mean, all the way, let's see if we can zoom in, all the way in the back by that artwork you see all the way in the back. Looks like a hole in the ground or a hole above the ground, as the case may be. And from a DJ's perspective, there's power over there on that tree, so no problem with getting power. Looking out, I mean, this is one of the prettiest settings you'll see in Connecticut. You're literally right above the Connecticut River. And then let's just turn back around, and then this is your view looking back. Okay, now also cocktail hour could always be directly outside those French doors. There is a canopy that will cover, and you know, for those hot days or those maybe it's going to rain, maybe it's not, just to be on the safe side day. But today's cocktail hour, I believe, is going to be strictly indoors. So now let's go in and see what the Waterford Room has to offer. And so, putting out last minute touches here in the Waterford Room. Really a lovely, lovely venue. Today's guest count, I believe, numbers about 175. Room is well laid out. Dance floor, more or less center of the room. DJ is always at that opposite end of the room. Bar to the right. Kitchen to the left. And as we walk around, this room, I'd say, could comfortably hold, I mean, we're at 175 today, so I would say it could comfortably hold 250, maybe 275. So, and this is where cocktail hour would be. They've got the signature tree, very nice. And you know, cocktail hour will, you know, extend all the way down into there. What they do typically is just pull across some red velvet ropes to try to keep the guests out of the main reception during cocktail hour. Very Edwardian in here. And then back here, I mean, it's like being in an old English castle. Now that fire is so cool, it looks so real, but believe me, it's just too perfect to be real. I have to go down here and take a look. That's really awesome. It's actually a huge big screen TV projecting a fire. And from a distance, it almost looks real. So then looking back out from this room, and I mean, there's plenty of room to wander around here. It really is very conducive to exploring. And then outside, which is where we traversed not too long ago, more gardens. And again, cocktail hour will be throughout here. There's your bar. Nice bar to saddle up to. Wonderful, wonderful staff here. Food is excellent. Always a good time here. And today's ceremony is going to be down in the Prince Edward Ballroom, which they have cordoned off, partially made into ceremony area. And this is essentially half of the Prince Edward Ballroom. You can see they have the faux wall over there, partitioning it off from the other half, which they have set up for a function that will take place tomorrow. DJ is set up, that's me, all the way over in the corner. And we get a view out into the courtyards. And that would be where the main entrance into the Prince Edward Ballroom is. Now back here, are the old stables. This is really cool. And I would imagine this is where they'll... Oh, it's like little bars and whatnot. Really. Quite lovely. Quite lovely, the old stables. And off of that, yet another bar. And yet another courtyard. Very cozy. Very cozy. Nice place for the wedding party to gather after the ceremony. And more hallways. So at one point, it appears this was like the stables. And it just goes on and on and on. But really, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful venue. So, ladies, fellas, I know this has been going on for a little longer than typical for me, but as you can see, there's a lot to see here. So, as we navigate out from this rear bar, whatever they call it, back through the stables that they converted into a bar, which is so cool. And back out into this new addition. This is where I originally started the recording from, outside. That would be main entrance. And so when the guests arrive, they will take their places in the ceremony area. And apparently where we just were is called the Tavern Bar. The Tavern and Stables. So after the ceremony, everybody comes out, navigates their way out of the Prince Edward Ballroom, up, this passageway, which leads you back into the Waterford Room. And here we are. And so, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks so much for spending a few minutes with me today. And again, this is DJ Kurt, DJ Kurt Entertainment, hoping to see you out and about at one of our fabulous weddings.